Hello, welcome back to the Armchair Armory with me, Deepai. So it's finished at the Stadio Olimpico. Benfica won, Arsenal won. To be honest, it was quite a boring game. Nothing much to it, to be honest. I'd say we were the better team, but for some reason we were incredibly conservative. We didn't really take our chances. It was one of those games where we had most of the possession of the ball, but we for some reason didn't implement any of those chances. And it's a very, very frustrating draw. I mean, I don't like the Europa League as it is, but I want to go as far into it as possible because it's a trophy, and if we win it, it's Champions League football. So, but yeah, frustrating. I can already see everyone on YouTube and social media going mad. The meltdown begins because we drew. But it does sort of feel like a loss in a way. But yeah, I don't think there's any need to overreact. Aubameyang missed a lot of chances today, which was quite frustrating after his really good performance on Sunday. Particularly one where there was a through ball from Ceballos that went through to Bellerin. Bellerin hitting the cross. It flashed across the goal. Goalkeeper was nowhere to be seen. Open goal, and Oba puts it wide. And yeah, you're just thinking, how has he done that? We conceded a penalty shortly after the start of the second half. I didn't actually see how this build-up happened, but it happened with a cross into the box that Emil Smith-Rowe batted away with his hands, or he went to defend himself and the ball hit his hand, and by the letter of the law, what it is now, referee gave a penalty, checked it in VAR said it was fine. 1-0 to Benfica. The good thing is that we immediately got back into the game. We went straight up the other end and scored the equaliser. Ball in from Ceballos. He's played some really good balls in today. Saka picks it up on the right hand side, passes it down into Aubameyang. Aubameyang flicks it off to Odegaard, who also had quite a good game. Odegaard then picks out Cedric on the left hand side. Cedric puts a low cross in, and Saka taps it in. This also went to VAR as well for some reason. I didn't think it was offside, but maybe the UEFA referees have it in for us as well. I don't know. Yeah, so it's frustrating, but at least we didn't lose, and we have an away goal, which means we go into the game in Athens next Thursday with a little bit of advantage. We just gotta finish our chances next time. And I know that's difficult to say with Man City coming up on Sunday, but yeah, we've got to finish our dinner basically. I hate using that cliche phrase, but it's true. I'll get straight into the player ratings because there isn't really much to say other than it was just quite a conservative game. Like, I think Martin Keown put it succinctly that Benfica were there for the taking. We were on top for pretty much 80-90% of the game. They had one shot on target, really. One in open play, and then obviously they had the penalty. I just feel like we were very conservative in the way that we played. I see some people moaning about the substitutions. I didn't really care about that, to be honest. Like, I know he was trying to go for a win, but the only thing I would say is bringing on Willian and El Neni in like the last minute of the game isn't going to do that. And maybe the people that have been complaining do have a point that maybe Pepe and Martinelli should have come on earlier. But it is what it is at the end of the day. We didn't lose the game. We have an away goal, which counts for 2. So we go into next game with the slight advantage. We just have to play better, basically. Right, I'll get into the player rating. So Leno, I'm going to give a 7. Apart from, he did well to get on the right side of the penalty, but it was just too quick for him. But other than that, he did really well. He pulled off a really good save from one of their players that shot from outside the box. Bellerin, I'm going to give a 6. It's another one of his kind of standard performances. I didn't really see anything that was average. He was just slightly above average for me. Like, he did some good runs here and there. But again, like, there's moments where, like, he looks like he's going to be like a freight train and then someone just buoys him off the ball. David Luiz, I will give a 6. I thought he did okay. The only thing that annoys me about David Luiz is the fact that, like, he runs a bit and then he tries to do one of his long ball passes, which 9 times out of 10 doesn't work. And yeah, that needs to stop, especially for Sunday. Like, that, if he's playing on Sunday, that needs to stop happening. But yeah, Gabriel, I also give a 6. It was just an above average performance for me. I really enjoyed the way that, like, he was able to hold off the player to give himself enough time to clear the ball. That was really cool. Cedric, I'm actually going to give a 7. I thought that he played well from what I saw. There's probably going to be people that, if they come across this video, they're going to be like, oh, what the hell is he talking about? Doesn't know anything about football. But yeah, I thought he played well. Apparently he was at fault for what led to the penalty, but I'll have to watch it back. Ceballos, I'm going to give a 7 just for those two through balls that he gave. For the pass into Bellerin for the over miss, and then the pass into Saka for the build up to the goal, to the equaliser. Xhaka, I'm going to give a 6. I think standard performance. I didn't really, apart from the silly thing that he did just before half time when he tried to switch it back over to the right hand side, and one of the Benfica players intercepted it and went through, passed through David Luiz and Bellerin, and then tried to cross it in, and luckily Dani Ceballos was in the way to knocked it away with his shoulder. Emile Smith-Rowe, I'm going to give a 6. I didn't think he had a bad game, but I didn't also think he had an amazing game. I think the fact that he's played out on the left, Karen Carney on commentary made a point that he's normally in the centre, and today he was in an unfamiliar position. I know he played that way in that position on Sunday, but at the same time he didn't play as well as he has done. Saka, I'm going to give a 7, because again, like, even when he has an average performance, it's way above average, and he scored a brilliant goal. Odegaard, I'll also give a 7. I'm liking what this kid can do. He definitely screams to me as a number 10. Again, like I said in the last video, I don't think that he's the long-term answer necessarily, but what I'm seeing of him I like. And it was his pass that led to pass to Cedric that led to the goal. So he can definitely pick a pass. Oba, I'm going to give a 5. He had too many chances and he wasted them. And it's a shame because he did really well on Sunday against Leeds. But hopefully he picks that up again for Man City and the following leg. And the substitutes, which were Kieran Tierney, Willian, Nicola Pepe, El Neni, Gabriel Martinelli, I'm just going to give a 5 just because they didn't really do too much and I didn't notice enough to be like, oh yeah, they'll get a higher mark. Unfortunately, Mikel Arteta's going to get a 5 today. I felt like it was a good thing that he put out the same team from Sunday. It means that he's sort of taking this seriously. But at the same time, are you thinking like, is the team that he put out on Sunday too tired to play this game today? Travelling to Italy, all that stuff, quarantine, all that kind of stuff. Is it going to be? Would it have been a bit tough on them? Should there have been more rotation? He could have done the substitutes a little bit earlier, but I'm not going to berate the manager because we didn't lose the game, and I felt that like when we needed to perform in terms of game management, we managed that quite well. So I'm just going to give him an average mark today, 5. Yeah, so that's that. We move on. Man City on Sunday. I don't even know if I'm actually going to preview Man City. I might just post the FIFA game because I think we're going to lose. I think they're going to batter us. And there's just no point. So I'll do a little preview right now. We're probably going to play exactly the same team. Maybe bring Pepe back in. Tierney might come back in. Yeah, I think we're going to lose like 3-0 or something. So, Arsenal fans, if you're listening to this, prepare to be disappointed. Don't get your hopes up, because the way Man City have been playing the past few games, they've been unstoppable. Right. Well, that's it for now. I'll speak to you again. If I do decide to do a preview, it'll probably be either tomorrow night or Saturday during the day. If not, then I'll speak to you after the Manchester City game. Looking forward to that one. Right, take care, guys.